Okay, today I want to talk about how to get started as a professional speaker or motivational speaker. For the last 25 years, we've run the Bill Gove Speech Workshop, the most famous keynote speakers workshop, most successful of the last 75 years. Graduates include people like Bob Proctor, Larry Wilson, Mark Victor Hansen, Zig Ziglar, Cavett Robert, you name it. I mean, just everyone you can. The gentleman that wrote the speech, Ted Sorensen, wrote the speech for John F. Kennedy, the famous speech, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." Ted Sorensen wrote that speech. He's a 1959 graduate of the Bill Gove Speech Workshop. So this is the place. So we've been running that for 25 years, and people call, the most common question people have asked from around the world, so it's tens of thousands of people that have called our offices over the last 25 years. They say, "Can I get paid to tell my story?" And unfortunately, the answer is usually no. Why? Because nobody really cares about your story unless you're a famous person. So you're a politician, you're Tom Cruise or Taylor Swift or some famous person that the public cares about. Okay? For the rest of us mere mortals, we have to provide solutions. So the first thing you want to look at if you want to be a fee-paid speaker is, what are your solutions? What problems can you solve? And then who would be willing to pay you to solve those specific problems? Speaking is just a medium. It's a medium in which we work. It's one of them. And it's fantastic. I've done it my whole adult life. It's a great career. You travel around the world. You can make lots of money. No question about that. But the satisfaction's even better than the money. It's just beyond great. It's so much fun. I've been doing this 25 years nonstop full time, and I still love it today as much as I did 25 years ago. It's all it's cracked up to be. It really is. It's one of those great things. And if you can do it, it's literally the best job in the world, in my opinion. And you get paid well to do it, so you don't have to worry about money really ever again. And you just get paid to help people. But you have to solve problems. Now, you talk to a lot of people about this that don't really know speaking. They say, well, you just got to be a great speaker. Oh, you do have to be a very competent speaker. That's why you attend programs like the Bill Gove Speech Workshop, like I did in 1996, like most people do. They get training, professional level training. When you're getting paid thousands and thousands of dollars an hour to do something, you have to be very competent at it. You don't have to be the next Les Brown or Zig Ziglar or the best in the world. You just have to be competent at the professional commercial level. All right? So that's one of the first things you want to do is get professional speech training, okay? Go to speechworkshop.com. Speechworkshop.com. Check out the Bill Gove Workshop. You can do that. Okay. So the next thing is you have to think about what problems you can solve. Okay, for example, I speak on mental toughness training and critical thinking for companies. What problem do I solve? We help increase sales and market share for companies, for usually regions of large companies like Johnson & Johnson, GlaxoSmithKline, Procter & Gamble, etc. So that's the problem we solve. Now, speaking is one of the mediums in which we work to solve that problem. We also do coaching, we do consulting, we do training. But speaking is a big part of it. Okay, but it's not the main thing. It's not the reason that we're hired. We're hired to solve a problem. Okay, now let's say you say, well, I just want to be a keynote speaker and just work at national conventions, okay, or any kind of convention. Well, you're still solving a problem. You're filling a slot on a convention. And maybe you're going to be a motivational speaker, and the problem you're solving is you're going to motivate the troops the first day of the convention to go out there to the breakout sessions and pay attention and move forward and be better in their jobs when they get back home. Fantastic. It's still a problem that you're solving for a company. So ask yourself, what problem do you solve? What's your expertise? What's your background? See, I was a professional athlete and a coach of professional athletes and great amateur athletes. So I studied psychology. I studied mental toughness training. I studied performance psychology for many years. And then I knew I had that. Well, then I had to figure out how to fit it into corporate America. Corporate America at that time was not hiring psychological performance experts. I was one of the first people to ever do it commercially on an international level. Okay, but the way I fit it in there was I realized they want to help. They want to help their organization, their people sell more and gain market share. So we fit our program into their problem, and in return, they paid us millions of dollars and still pay us millions of dollars to do it. So that's what you have to do. This is the real stuff, okay? I'm not giving you the fluff. I'm giving you the meat. This is how you really do this business, okay? You got to find out what problem you solve. If you don't solve a problem, you're not going to speak. Not for money. You might do it for free, and that's fine. But if you're going to do it commercially as a business, you got to solve a problem. So could you use your story in your solution speech or training seminar? Yes, of course. If it fits, you can use it. If it's good, if it's exciting, better be exciting, better be good. Okay, you learn that when you learn professional speaking skills. But outside of that, they don't pay us for our story. They pay us for our solution. Okay, so that's the first thing I want you to think about. And I'll do more videos on this, is what is your solution? What problem do you solve? And then you build it into a speech, and then you sell the solution via the speech, okay? To get more information on this, real information, not BS, not get-rich-quick nonsense. It's all over the internet. These people, it's just crazy. It's always been like this, but the internet's made it worse. There's a lot of people out there selling snake oil, but this is the real truth about building a speaking business, okay? Go to freespeakingcourse.com. freespeakingcourse.com and take the free course, take the assessment on what it takes. Do you have what it takes to become a professional speaker? Some of the questions people ask all the time, I don't know if I have what it takes. Go take that survey and someone will contact you and let you know if you have what it takes to become a professional speaker. And you'll be able to take the free speaking course, which will give you great straight level information that you can bank on. Okay, freespeakingcourse.com. Check it out.